Hey everybody, this is Spath coming to you from True Poker this morning. I'll put myself over here. First hand just got dealt. I had some cards threw away. Ace-7. Today is the 20th of November. This is only a $3.25 event, a $3 turbo, 9 max. What we find that most people do is play this tournament and most tournaments backwards. They don't sit quiet. They don't spend a little bit of money early. They spend too much money early, and they find themselves on the rail. We're going to sit back, let others battle. If we have good hands, we're going to try to keep the pot manageable, and we're going to try to pick up the pot and increase our stack size. We're not the sheriff at the table. We don't need to get everybody out. Somebody will do our dirty work for us. So we're going to do our same goals as we talked about before. Play our best. Try to get into the money spots, and once we get into the money spots, move up to the real money spots, which is first and second. First gets 50%, second 30, third gets 20. 20 just about pays for your entry and a little bit more, but not for your time. So don't settle for third, but if it means the difference between third and fourth, which is the bubble, of course third is better than the fourth. That'll help keep your ROI up. Here's a good example. First hand, we've got somebody all in. This person here doesn't have the queen, but he does call the ace-king and knocks him out. That was pretty silly, but that's what's going to happen in these type games. I'm not Teach here. I'm One Radar One. I had this account a long time ago, but on YouTube, where I have over 100 videos for your entertainment and for your learning how to build a bankroll at the micro limits. It's Spath, 2 words. Search my name and please subscribe. It's free. And on Twitch for live broadcast, it's Spath, 1 word. Please follow me there. Hit the red heart to be a follower, and tell your friends. I'd appreciate it if they do as well. Comments are always welcome on my videos, and you can email me at alspath@alspath.com. So this is a very decent hand, but it's not a good hand. I'm going to just make it $45. I'm not going to limp with a hand like this. I can throw away the 45 if I'm raised, I'm out of position, and it's not that great of a hand. But I want to let people know I do have a decent hand here if I'm going to play it. I'm not going to limp, because then I'm going to really get beat up on. I'm in early position, so they're going to think I do have something, which I do. But I'm going to need a really good flop, because I'm probably going to have 2 opponents. So I hit the ace, but I don't hit a good kicker. So I'm going to bet about half the pot here. Just again, trying to keep the pot manageable for what I have for a stack size. That was an insta call from him. Probably has a better ace than me. I'm going to keep it low again. Same bet, half pot. I'll be easy to throw this away if he comes over the top. And that's an easy way to throw it away. So I wasted about $250 with a hand that isn't that very good. So that's a big leak. Okay? But I also found out a lot of information. So I can't sit here and say, oh, I shouldn't have done it. You know, that's terrible. There's plenty of time left in the game. I got a tremendous amount of big blinds left. I found out some information. And we'll go from there. The game is not over. I'll tell you when the game is over for me. You'll see when the game's over for me. You won't see me get a defeatist attitude along the way. I'm going to lose hands. You're going to lose hands. We all get ourselves in situations we either shouldn't get in, or we get good situations that we're in and somebody gets lucky and beats us. But that's not going to deter us from our objectives. Play your best, get into the money, move up the money ladder. Simple. Celebrate your victories. When you win, remember how you did it. Remember how you played. It's a good feeling. Next time you go play, think about the last time you played that you won and how you maneuvered yourself and how it felt when you won. Have positive energy when you play poker. For those of you that are really looking for some good tournament training, which is in a style of go animate. Check with Terry Ring over at One Hand at a Time. He's offering a great package right now. You get the entire first level, 6 lessons free. And then all the levels after that, I think there's 4 or 5 levels after it, they're only $29. So it's a very condensed package. I'm on level 2 myself. I'm going through for an evaluation of the process, but so far so good. So I think there's some good resources there for a very low price. So here it's 45 for 195. I'm getting almost 5 to 1 on my money, but I'm out of position and the cards are not good. So it's just not worth it for me to put more money in. I thought I was getting 7 or 8 to 1 there. I'd have to probably call and see if I could spike something. See what the bet. Oh, check. That's an automatic bet now for the button. Didn't bet enough. Should have bet 3/4. Hoser's got to be afraid of the 5. King 7, not a very good hand. Not very good position. Easy fold. A call, another call, and I'll have to put $15 in this for sure. So it's 15 for 105. I'm out of position, and it's bad cards. But I'm getting 7 to 1 on my money, aren't I? So $15 is not going to break me, and I could throw it away, and I could throw it away if I don't. The $15 is not going to change this whole game, so it's worth it. I may have gotten King 7, 2 sevens, 2 kings. I'd rather have 2 sevens than 2 kings. Remember that. You'd rather have the lower cards than the higher cards in that situation, being that if somebody else is more likely to have a king and have a better kicker than you. So think low, not high. That is an easy fold for me. Again, $150 into $120 pot is a pretty big reach. I think he's trying with a weaker queen to get this person out that might have a draw either for a straight or a flush. Now that should slow this person down. If he limped, oh, he didn't. So what could he have? He had the weak queen. And he tried to impress this guy with that card, thinking he was on diamonds, but it was the weak queen, just as I said. That was terrible with the ace coming out there. He had plenty of chips left to stay in the game. He just tried to bluff that guy, thinking if he was on a flush draw or a straight draw, he didn't get there. Actually, the guy had a 5 and hit his second card for a 2 pair. Now, somebody that gets 3,000 chips has a lot of. Oh, he's inactive right now, but he has a lot of mobility there. He can raise, he can fold. Now I'm on the button, and if this was 6-8, I'd be playing it, but the 6-9, I just don't feel that thrilled about. Something told me that I was going to be regretting saying that, but that's results oriented. I can't. It's not a hand I should be in with the 6-9. Someone's going to have to bet here. I think they'll bet the pot or 100. Take it, Hoser, Toast, take it. That would be a great card for me with a 6-9. They're not going to see it. They're going to both fold. Okay, back to the old King 6. Not getting very good hands here. That's okay. It's early. We're only $30 blind, so just if you want to do quick math on how many big blinds you have, just do 10 times 30. That's 300. Okay, I got 3 times that amount. So, I got 30 plus big blinds. That's the easy way to do it. You don't have to divide the 30 into your whole number and do all that long math and everything. Try to get the 249 to call. I give the 249 big props for not doing that. Now they got 224 and they posted their small blind. They got one loop around the table to see if they can get their hand in with, or get their chips in with a pair or a big ace or a suited connector and see if they can double up. Limping is not the way to double up. But again, if they had a big hand, maybe they want to play multi-way and try to get as much money as they can, take a chance. For instance, let's say he had pocket queens there. A check raised by the 199 would be a good move here if he has the jack. Because he's not going to get anybody out, but he's going to make the pot bigger. Thinking. Nah, wasted money. That's a shame. He wasted 25 and 50. Can't do that when you're short stacked. That's a lesson everybody needs to learn. You either got to commit yourself or not, or have some kind of a strategy where you've got a good hand and you don't want to commit yourself until you get more money in the pot. But doing what he did was absolutely terrible. We're at 25.50 in this turbo event, so we're moving up. Now you want to divide or multiply 10 times 50, that's 500. So I've got 1,000, 1,100, so you can see real quick I got about 22 big blinds. It's real easy to do. Don't do the long math, do the easy math. So as these limits go up, your number of big blinds goes down considerably and your play has to change. It must change. When I say must change, you can't be as nitty, you can't be as tight. You're going to have to play, and you're going to have to play for a lot of chips, especially when you get down near the 10 big blind range. I still have time. This is a good raise here from HM Aduros 23. I think you'll get a call from the big blind. Nope, doesn't get it. A lot of times when they put $50 in, 75 more with a decent stack, they'll give that crying call, but they shouldn't because they're out of position. But that's good to know that he can fold from the big blind. Most people lose a lot of their chips early in the tournament, middle of the tournament, because they defend their blinds or because they try to steal from a blind that will combat them, and there's not enough money in the pot for them to be stealing with the bad cards and the wider range of hands that they try to steal from the hijack or the cutoff or the button. So remember that. Don't waste ammunition when you're not going to get too much for it, but you could severely impact your tournament life. When you post your blinds, it belongs to the pot. It's not your money anymore. You don't have to defend it. Don't feel like you have to defend what you put out there. I put 50 bucks out. Somebody raises here. I don't care. I got 2-6. I'm out of position. I'm not calling. Even him. Why should I call him? I'll show you right now. There's no intention of me, no matter what happens here, of calling anybody. Even if all 4 of them were to call, I wouldn't call. There's no benefit to me here doing this. I know I'm behind. Anybody else that gets in is going to be better. It's a nice flop, but nothing for them. Jack's going to win. 2 people have been eliminated. How many times have I had king or queen 7 so far? It's just the run of the cards. I'd rather have my run come in the middle or towards the end. everybody's going to get a run of decent cards. Or as Ronster would say, oh, that deck hit you right in the face, Spath. How lucky are you? Pocket aces, ace queen, pocket kings. I could call for the 25. It doesn't affect my stack here, but I'm out of position and the cards are pretty shitty. Forget it. I take the auto muck off on occasions. There's sometimes, mostly I don't show cards or anything, but there might be somewhere along the line that I might want to show something just to misdirect my opponents. So it's an ace, yes, and I got a position, yes, but now it's 50 and 100, yes, and the big blind's got 3,000 chips, yes, and I might be facing a raise. I'm not, so I am going to go for steal here. I want that 150. I don't want a caller here. Put enough out there to make him think I might put the rest in also. Nope, need to show him, don't need to show him. Similar type hand, better because it's suited, but still pretty raunchy. I'm going to take some of that money I just won and invest it in this attempt. I haven't been playing much other than the first hand. And that's how you just increase your stack in two hands, by just using your image. Now a little bit further away from the button, and I got an ace and also facing a raise, but if I was first in, I'd probably let this one go. Because if you do it sometimes 3 in a row, and you do have very speculative hands and they're not very good, by the third or fourth attempt at doing that, you're going to get some calls or a re-raise, because someone's not going to let you push them over, or they're going to actually pick up a decent hand. So don't do it out of your comfort zone at all. Just do it, get away with it, carry on. I mean, if the cards were better, I'd do it, but as you can see, they were not very, very good. A7 is not the nuts. $600, all of it, 820. There you go. See, I said to myself, 600 would be the bet. There, see how my A7 would have played? No, no, no. Kickers, kickers, kickers. This is an okay hand. I do not like it here at this position. I'm folding. A lot of you would be raising with it here. I feel that if I raise with it here, I'm going to get caught in this hand. And I don't want to get caught in this hand. If I was further back, I'd raise with it. But up front, this king, queen, you know, it's way down. It's not in group 1 or group 2. It's not a very powerful hand. Any ace rag, that's another junk hand. Any ace rag is about a 58-42 favorite over king, queen. That's right, ace 3, ace 4 is the favorite. Almost 2 to 1. Don't fall in love just because they're too paint. Now, if I had 600 chips, 700 chips and I was first, yes, I'd put it all in. But at 1,400, I didn't have any necessity to put that in. There's a reason for decision making in poker. Weigh all the factors. Got a couple more people here in trouble. He's all in. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't care if this guy goes all in. I don't care if this guy... I want something to happen. I'd rather him not fold. Chance of Panko going out. That helps me. I don't worry about the guy that gathers all, or the gal that gathers all the chips. That means nothing to me. I'll deal with that when it's time. 6-8 is a draw. 7-4 is 2 pair. 3 pair is not good enough. There's a vote. So he had a great position with his chips, did not need to get involved with a draw that he's only going to win 32% of the time, heads up against somebody. That was a bad bet. It just was a bad bet. It was a great bet by Panko to get all his money in the pot with the two pair. He was in the blind. He just absolutely got lucky with a spike. Hey, there's a straight flush draw. But how much would I pay to stay with that? Would I pay $200 to get it? What if the queen comes and he's got a king? You know? I don't think I want to play it. All right, you saw me. You saw me throw it away, folks. There's a queen for a straight, but that doesn't help me any. Hope it goes all the way so we can see it here. Nah. I'd have spent a lot of money chasing that. All right, 150, 1200, 10 times that would be 1500. I'm well under the limit for big blinds. I only have a push mode right now. I'm under 10. So the turbo has caught up with me because I haven't increased my chips, and therefore it's going to force play. And that's what tournaments do. They force action. Whereas in a cash game, it's constant. Nothing happens, so you can sit back and play tighter or be patient. But in a tournament, you have to get involved eventually. It's a good bet there. I don't think I want to entertain him here with the ace-7. I got time. It's a min raise, so somebody might go after him that has a good hand. But the two that are left are both out of position there. He's got to have a big hand here. This has got to be ace-king or a big pair, 10s or higher. He wants all of it in right now. Gusty can't just call. That would be silly. He's going to fold it. Taking too much time. No. Not going to try to steal with that either. Limping late in a tournament is never a good sign. Never a good sign for anybody to be limping into pots. Most people are going to raise the limper. If this Gusty had any, you know what, he'd put it all in right here and get both of them to fold. Or find out if Panko's just trying to trap with a big hand. But I don't think he's going to do much of anything. Just a reminder of what I had. Again, just calling and just betting the minimum is not the way to go here. Does Gusty have the ace reg? Nope. 10 maybe? Maybe the clubs? Wasted a bunch of chips on nothing. Amazing. Look, I'm going to waste chips early in the tournament, but then I'm going to tighten out. I'm not wasting chips anymore. I'm playing. If I get knocked out, I get knocked out, but I'm not wasting on ventures. I'm not going looking for cards and drawing to siphon more chips off you than anything else. Stop drawing. Get it heads up with big cards and isolate and dominate. It's the way you play poker. I'm all in. I got a matchup. Let's hope it's ace jack and he doesn't hit his cards. Ace queen. So far so good. It's exactly what I wanted. Thank you very much. It wasn't ace jack, but it was Close enough for what I wanted. 2 overcards, and I'm a big favorite. I don't have to improve. Remember, in tournaments especially, pairs. Pairs don't have to improve to win. But if you don't have a pair, then have an ace. If you don't have an ace, have a suited connector or 2 painted cards. But start with pairs. Pairs are the best thing to go in with, in my opinion. They hold up more frequently. King Rag has been my hand of choice today. So I've gained back to where I have at least 15, 16, 17 big blinds. 10 times 150 is 1,500. I got 2,500. You can do the math. Now this is going to cost me 400 or 500 to try to knock him out, but why? Why with King 3 should I give up that much money? If 150 out there is gone, that blind money is gone. I'm not defending that money unless I have a good hand. If I had King 10 then, sure. King 3? King 7? No. I think we'll get a couple more shoves here pretty quick here with these. You see? The low stacks, they can't afford the 75, 150 coming around, so they're going to shove. This is an easy fold. No matter what comes out, this is an easy fold for me. So I would be way behind with ace 10. 3 kings looks really good. One guy out, one guy hurt, one guy back in the game. And I folded, as I should. Go get them, fellas. Spiking an ace. Oh, doesn't matter now. He got himself back on track for at least the hand. Remember, he got 200 here. This is the problem for me if he doesn't bet. He's going to put the 690 in, so it's going to cost me $900 to play these deuces when I don't really have to play the deuces. So I am going to fold the deuces, even though I like to have the pair. If I was shorter stacked, I would do it. But here, or larger stacked, I would do it, but not here. No matter what flops, I've got to play the stack as well. See, that would kill me. He'll put it all in here if he hit anything. Yep. Even a 7, even a 5, even a draw. He doesn't have anything. He's just trying to bluff it. A 2 would get it to him. He hits the 3, but it's a spade, and that's not going to win it. So he's gone. So again, other people keep eliminating our opponents. That's fine with me. It's like a minefield. Those of you that have played the game Battleship understand this. You've got to avoid a lot of flack. Everybody's gunning for you. You got to just bob and weave and make your way to the end. You got to make some decisions along the way that prove to be good. This guy might go all in if he played. I don't think he'll play here. He's out of position unless he's got a monster hand. And I surely won't play with an 8-6 out of position. It hurts because it's $200. Look for the shove. Look for the stack size. That's what you gotta look for. Look for the stack size. Now that almost indicates I want to call. I got a big hand. I want to call. Check. Oh, we bet 2. This will go all in here if it got really what I think he's got. Can't bet 500 and then just back out of that. You got to have something. You should not let this guy go 2-2-2-2. Ace King possibility there. He's got chips now. Now he'll start folding. Yes, I'm going all in here. Win, lose, or draw. I got 10 big blinds. Maybe 11 if you want to stretch it. I'd love for this guy to double me up with an ace 10, ace 9. I'd love to have ace 6 in his hand where he only has one overcard. Nope, not going to see it. But we gained $300. Again, not much more than 10 big blinds. Give him a couple seconds. Come on, I'm ahead of you most of the time. Pick up an ace 10 or ace 9, come at me. Nope. Gonna fold that one. Again, 10 times 200, which is the big blind, is 2,000. And I got 3 more, maybe 4 more big blinds after that. So I got 14 big blinds. I'm not in great shape by any means. But at 25, he's in the same situation. He's in worse. He's in the same situation. So who's going to pick up a couple of good hands in a row here? I've been raising it, so I'll take this check here. He's a little cautious. I'll bet 552 here if he checks. It was my instinct to do it. I still got a redraw. I've got a 3. If he comes over the top, I can fold, and I've got $3,000 or $2,000 left. I wanted to impact. Oh, now we have antes. You notice we went to antes as well. So that means our big blinds drops even more because we have to factor in that. This easy fold. I usually have the sound off on these tables, but I do have the sound on today. Just annoying to me. I had position and I could attack, yes. Why? I got people that have less than 10 big blinds. They're gonna, there it is, right there. That's what's gonna happen. Why should I do that and lose $400 or $500 with 6-2? I'm not gonna defend with it. This is a tough one because I've got the 3 people that yet to act and they're short. I'm gonna let this go. I don't feel like I need to be in desperation mode right now, and that's a little desperate to me. It might have won. Trust me, if you'd went all in there, I wouldn't have had no problem with it. I'm just saying my gut feeling was not at this time. This one I like better. I could get shafted by it, but I like it better. I'm not putting a small bet in there and letting someone see the flop. I'm putting their tournament life on the line. I'm getting full equity. In other words, I'm trying to win this without them even calling. But if they call, I've got great cards. The longer they take, the more likely I am to win. So now we're up to $3,000. And we've got at least 15 big blinds. We've gained a little bit. He keeps limping in here, but I'm not buying that. I'm going to check it back here. I normally would bet this bank, but sometimes I think somebody might trap. I'm going to call the $200 here and hope to spike the 10 or the 8. I just want to get paid. No, he didn't have anything. Oh, darn. I will not pay the $100. In case you're thinking ahead of time, what would I do here? Not with 18 sitting right here. Because if I have to raise with it, that's crazy. And if I have to limp with it, then I'm limping into somebody that could shove. He should shove against that limp right there. Bad bet. Usually to me is I got a little bit of this. I may have 5-6. I may have a 4. I may have a deuce. I may have a 7. That card didn't help him any. He's gone. Good position, bad cards. I'm going to buy them a little time to see if they want to just entangle themselves. Nope, he was already holding out. Should be going up the next limit, and the next limit's really going to be like 150, 300. It's going to really impact stacks, including myself. Even though I'm up near the chip lead, it still impacts. Puts us all down in the 10 big blind, 11 big blind area. So expect a lot of fireworks on the next increase. Again, if you're not thinking about all these things when you're playing poker, or playing a tournament especially, then you're not doing yourself justice. You need to be teaching yourself to look for everything at the table, every bit of information, every edge you can get. Very rare to see the min raise with such a small stack like that. All of it. Well, that's going to be all of it. Come on. Uh-oh. Here we go. I'm the first to get the $300 whammy. He's been limping every time. If he raises, he's got a hand because he has not shown any compunction. Let's see if I can do this. 874. Thank you. Give them an odd number, they don't know what the hell to do. That might stop him from limping a little bit too. I've been kind early, but that's only because I don't want to get involved with crappy cards and low. Now we're up there where everything matters. Okay, hope Shifty got something here. Don't care who goes out. He's thinking about it. Nope. Gonna wait a little longer. It's gonna cost him another 175 to post right there. Not gonna attack with the 2-7. But here's the difference. See, I would put the fold button on. I really took the fold button off to show you. What I want to do now is wait. I want to give this person and this person additional time to think about what they want to do, to weigh their options 300 against 600. Okay, I want to buy them time. If they fold, they fold. Okay, they already had their fold buttons on. That also tells me that they make their decisions rashly and prematurely. Again, that king-queen is not the greatest hands. I think this guy could go all in here, or this guy here. And do I want to race an ace with the king-queen? The answer is no, not at this time. If I had $4,500, $5,000 here, I'd put some pressure on him. Yes, but I can't see going 700 of my money here. We don't get to see it. Let's go back and recap this game. Have I had aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens? No. Nines? Yes. Eights? Yes. Sevens, no. Sixes, no. Fives, no. Fours, no. Threes, twos, yes. So I've had three pairs, all low. I've had ace, king once. Have not had ace queen. I've had ace jack suited. I've had an ace 10. King queen several times. No king jacks, no king tens. And I'm right in the thick of things, but I'm not out yet. And I'm not in the money yet. I really can't call a raise out of position with these cards. Love to see the flop with these cards now like that. Well, I'm going to suspect he's going to go 600 over here. If he checks, he's an idiot. There you go. Smart play. Well, that tells us the guy knows what he's doing. I may have to take this one. We'll see. Somebody, I'm going to call. I'm going to call and see what happens. He might shove it. I'll step out of the way if he calls. Oh, that's an easy step out of the way, too. Remember, it only cost me $150 to see this flop. I am just trying to make them think I've really got a pair here and I don't have the ace high. Thank you. When nobody bets, bet it. Come on, Shifty, this is the time. Right now. One-on-one. Dead money. There you go. All right, he's a big leader. Now he's not. Now he's back in the race. And now he's not. It changes that fast. Shifty, get out of here. And 200, 400. Keep an eye on Panko here with 2100 now. He's the one that's got to make the move first. Come on, Hosier. Put some... Take me to church. Not now, Hoser. Not now. Look the other way, Hoser. All right, limp again, Panko. No. All right, 3-4 on the flop. Oh. Well, I saw the 4. I was hoping for more. I think we'll get a nice $500-600 bet here. Yeah. I'd love to see this flop, but I'm not going to. Not with 900 there. All right. Gotta hope he picked up a hand. He didn't have an automatic fold, so he's thinking about it. That was a sign. He told us before when he wasn't playing, he hit the automatic button. So he was thinking there. I'm not desperate enough to go with the King-9 here yet. I've only got 8 big blinds. He's not going to jeopardize his position. Somebody needs to attack Panko right now. There you go. Again, we don't care who wins. We want the battle. Talk yourself in, talk yourself out. Go with your gut. If you're Panko, you go with your gut. He had almost a fourth of his chips in the pot that time. Now he's going to get desperate at 1900. See? changes the way a person plays. Whether I win or not in this game, it doesn't matter. What I've talked to you about, what I've demonstrated to you, what I've illustrated, what I've shown to you, if you can take that to the bank, you're going to be a better player. If I brought up some things that you're not thinking about, it's going to make you a better player. If you take one nugget out of any of my videos, that's going to help your game. Again, even if I lose here, I got good cards. I got my money in good. I'm not worried about losing there. I'm just getting my money in, hoping somebody picks up a weaker ace and tries to defend against me. Again, Panko with 400 in, 2100 total. There you go. Get him to put either a 400 in or more. Nope, didn't do anything. That's all right. He didn't get to keep his blind money. Pocket fours. If I was shorter, I would defend, but I'm not defending with pocket fours here. I know that. I will call a 400 with pocket fours, though. Just did not spike it. My third pocket pair. I am going to try to bluff this. Did not work. My cards don't play. Chop. Chop. Woohoo! I did have him beat, though. I did have him beat. People that tell you, whether it be a single table tournament or MTT, a multi-table tournament, that don't get lucky, they win the tournament, they just played really good, are probably lying to you, or they just don't realize it. I was lucky then to chop the pot. All right? Now he's going to show good cards, so that means every time he doesn't show, he has bad cards. So just remember, you always have to get into a race. You always think you're ahead sometimes, and you find out you're behind. You have to get a card. You need some luck in this game. It's not all skill. But I'd rather have more skill and be a little lucky than just only be lucky. Luck runs out. First position, easy fold. Even though I'm only 8 big blinds. I'm on the bubble. Why should I have to do it with 31 when these guys are going to have to put their tournament lives on the line first? I just played 45 minutes to an hour. You know, why should I just not get paid for it? That's what my thinking is. I still could finish fourth, but my thinking is I got to get these guys involved and let that kind of a hand go. Big push here. 1200. Couldn't get it out fast enough. Again, you should be thinking too about what. Now I said 1200 because I looked at his stack and I know he was going to do something that would cover his stack. Big increase here. He's only got 775 and I'm going to have to defend here. Now I can't. I can't put 500 in this pot. I got to let these guys battle it out and take my chances. Boy. Boy, 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 boy. I'm dedicated to letting Panko go out. I can't do it. That would have been maybe a flip there. And I can't do a flip at this time. Here comes Panko. 500 to me puts me in bad shape. I'm going to hope that this guy with 6,000 calls and doesn't double him up and just beats him. It's 250 to him. It should be an easy call. It should never be a fold. All right. Fives are ahead. I would have been ahead. Fives would have crushed me. And I would have doubled him up. Tripled him up. So he's back in the race. I'm all in here now. Just don't want him all in. Ah! I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Hope that he calls here and he doesn't call. I might have been ahead. That was a tough one on me. This is the one I want to get all in, and I'm not. At first position, I want to get all in, and I don't want to pick up cards like that. So again, decisions matter. Pick up a hand, Panko. He's in better shape than me, because I'm going to have to post 500 right now. He already posted his 500. Fold, fold, fold is what I want. Fold. Taking too long. Do it, Panko. I can't do it. So sometimes the cards just don't favor you towards the end. That's the way it is, or you make a bad decision. I can't go at the 6,000 right here. All right, I got two hands to decide. Two hands to decide when to get my money in. Now I got one hand, and I'm better off putting it in next hand when I'm under the gun than when I'm in the big blind. This is the one I want the hand. Oh my gosh. 6-3. It's not very good, but I'm going to do it. I can get two blinds and all the antes. They know I have to do it with something decent. Don't call Panko. Don't. You did it. I got two live cards. I still got two live cards. I still got two live cards. I still have two live cards. Thank you very much. And look at my stack size, because I did it with their blinds, and so that helped me. And he's got to put it all in right here. That he better have a good hand, because if he would have just made a smaller bet to 500, then we both could have been and checked it down. But he went all in here, so he better have a good hand. That was a stupid play to double this guy up with, unless he gets lucky. Yeah, he hit the straight. He got lucky. That was a stupid play, because I could have maybe beat this guy with my 9. Dumb play on his part. He got lucky, and now we're in the money. Watch, things will change real quick. I'm not going to do 4-3. That was not smart on his part. He should have bet 500. He'd have called. We both could have checked it down and knocked this guy out. Nine. So I'm the lower chipper here, and I'm going to be putting in 500 big ones. Yuck. Cannot defend under no circumstances. 9 or a 5, I'm all in. It's a draw. Give me the free card. Give me the free card. No, I can't do it. I can't do $500 for 6. There's only 4 6s in the deck times 4. That's only a 24% chance I'm going to hit it, and that doesn't even mean I'm going to win it. Ugh. All right, this is the hand. I'm all in no matter what. I'm not in the big blind. It's going in no matter what my cards are. Remember that. It's going in no matter what. Cannot post the big blind. There's the big blind. No, I'll wait. I gotta double up, so I'll just wait for a better hand. I got 2 more hands to come at me. I'm not playing. I'm just giving him time. Do it. Do it. Do it. 10's run out. 10's run out. Second place. 10 with 1,600 chips. See? That's the more money in second place. No, I have no choice. I'm going to have live cards here. I'm going to go all in. I can't post 600 the next hand. 4 or 3 is what I want. Oh, he wins. But that's okay. We win second place, which is 30% of the money. Thanks for watching. I'm Al Spath. You can check me out on YouTube. It's Al Spath, 2 words. Please subscribe. It's free. And on Twitch, it's Al Spath, no space between the name. And please follow me there. I've got a lot of videos up on my playlist on YouTube. Enjoy them. Learn to escape the micro limits by building your bankroll and moving on up with the strategies I teach you. Thanks, everybody. See you the next time.